What's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
Story-centric games are becoming more and more prevalent in an industry that continues to support indie developers with a unique vision. Masterpieces like the award-winning Gone Home have proven that excellent writing and a stellar atmosphere are really all a developer needs to create a memorable experience. Firewatch hopes to capitalize on this trend, and for the most part, it does a pretty good job.
Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
Secure.
Shut up.
You play as Henry, a man whose marriage has fallen on hard times, causing him to retire to Wyoming for a summer job as a fire ranger. Upon arriving, the head park ranger, Delilah, contacts you via your handheld radio to help you navigate your new job.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
As expected, Henry and Delilah begin to form a very unique relationship. With no idea what the other person looks like, each character relies solely on the other's voice when formulating responses or judging each other's actions and reactions.
There's a critter out here. A raccoon.
I can't understand you.
The dialogue is no doubt Firewatch's biggest strength, with believable conversations and some truly hilarious discussions between Henry and Delilah.
So this generator is all the power I've got out here.
Yep, it doesn't go through much gas, and, well, you don't have much in the way of electronics, so...
What about my hairdryer?
Oh, I'm sorry. You might just have to make peace with frizzy locks.
I could never.
Even better, you're often able to choose how you respond to Delilah, depending on the situation. This allows you to shape Henry's personality in very intricate ways, and by the end of the experience, I truly felt as if I had influenced much of what made Henry, Henry.
I've got an overgrown trail here,
Yeah, that'll happen.
so I'm screwed when it comes to getting past it?
Screwed until you clear it yourself, yeah.
Great. Well, if I come across some tools, I'll add groundskeeping to my ever-increasing list of responsibilities.
Firewatch is a first-person, narrative-driven adventure. You're given a sizable map to roam around in, and for the most part, you're completely alone, with hints that there are some people roaming around out of sight who play into the game's overall narrative. And while the story starts off innocently enough, a few strange happenings will begin to put you on edge, especially as the game nears its climax. It's a great story with believable characters, and a fairly uneven conclusion that wasn't necessarily disappointing, but certainly wasn't as fulfilling as it could have been. As far as the gameplay goes, it's fairly light, relegated to walking, interacting with a few objects, and more walking. To the uninitiated, it may seem like an outrageously boring chore. Luckily, the aforementioned conversations with Delilah will keep you engaged for the most part.
Now let's see. In my scope, I can only tell you're a white guy wearing shorts.
It's hot. And maybe, by the way, I'm not white. It's not very, PC or whatever they say.
Oh my god, you are the whitest man. Wow. I don't need a spotting scope for that.
You're given the opportunity to explore other areas apart from those you're directed to. However, I didn't find much incentive to do so. With the exception of experiencing a few unique conversations or finding new items to interact with, there wasn't much reason for me to stray off the beaten path, which is something that would have helped break up the repetition and backtracking. Luckily, even when you are backtracking, you'll be treated to some absolutely gorgeous scenery. Firewatch's distinct visual style features some wonderful animation and beautiful vistas that even Henry himself will comment on from time to time.
Wow, there's a big rock outcropping down here near the lake. It's really something.
Yeah, makes for good camping. There used to be a group of guys who would boulder out there a couple times a year.
The audio design isn't half bad either, and the few songs that you do hear fit the moment and the atmosphere well. Unfortunately, that's not the video skipping on you. The frame rate stutters frequently, possibly due to the fact that Firewatch autosaves your game often and seems to be constantly loading textures. You'll also see some pop in from trees in the distance, and while Firewatch tries its best to hook you into its atmosphere, the constant technical hiccups are hard to ignore. While the emotional moments didn't grab me as tightly as those found in other games, Firewatch's excellent character development, incredible writing, and beautiful art direction were enough to keep me thoroughly engaged for the duration of the game, which was about 5 to 6 hours. Though I don't recommend buying it at full price, Firewatch is a solid downloadable title that shows a lot of attention to detail and provides some truly unforgettable moments.
Might be great to explore it sometime this summer.
Well, that could be fun. Obviously, be very careful.
It doesn't seem that easy. Whoa, whoa! Ah, no!
Henry!
Seriously, it's completely fine in here.